watu wangu watakanga ukweli. Lakini huyu pastor kuna kweli ameongea kidogo ambao nyinyi mkimsikia mnasema this person is talking some sense. Lakini ameongea and unaongea lakini you don't want to give us the way forward. So unataka Wajaluo kuvu kwa opposition. Sisi kitu tunataka ni maendeleo. We don't care whether to CSS wala nini. We need just development. Maendeleo ifanyike Kenya nzima. Sio Wajaluo kukufa kwa opposition. Hapo naye tutoki. By the way, kama unaona hii video for the first time, bonyeza hiyo kengele ya kusubscribe. Tukisonga mbele. Omera. Tulia pastor wewe, tulia. Mambo bado. Wacha Ruto atengeneze inchi. Let Ruto transform Kenya to the first class world. First class, not third world. So, umeongea point ndugu yangu, lakini you have not given us the way forward. Sasa wewe ukiongea hivyo, unaambia wale wengine watoke kwa Ruto ama unajaribu tu do you want to come vie for president? If you can vie for president, come ndugu yangu. Wewe Archbishop Kisumu, kuja vie for president kama utaweza. Achana Ruto transform Kenya. By the way, wacha nikwambie. Few years coming, Kenya will be one national party. Na saa hii kila mtu atangangania uongozi, not uongozi, maendeleo. Hakuna mtu atakubali county yake ibaki nyuma. Kila mtu anataka maendeleo. We have 47 counties na kila mtu anataka maendeleo. So, being Ruto win 2027 election is very easy. Hakuna 78% sure bet that he will win. Nimesikia tena akisema ati tulikuwa tunaambiwa Ruto alinyang'anya Raila kura. Hakuna kura Ruto aliiba. Ruto alishinda Raila live. Alimshinda live. There are so many reasons. Number one reason why Ruto defeated Raila. Ruto was very young, sharp and educated. That's why Ruto defeated Raila. Number two, Ruto is a political master. He plans things faster and is using money. So, kiti cha urais sio kiti ya gavana. Jipangeni wale wanashindana na Ruto. Wewe nyinyi mtaenda nyumbani mapema. Hebu sikiza huyu pastor. Sikiza huyo anaongea point lakini he doesn't have any point to tell Wajaluo wendeni hivi na muendeni hivi. Sisi tuko kwa government. Kama unaongea you need to talk with fact, with the point, with the way forward. Don't add problem to your problem without solving the problem. Hebu sikizeni huyo pastor. Sikizeni, mimi siko hapo lakini msikizeni kwa makini.
Na dereva akiwa shetani.
At SCK St. Stephen's Cathedral in Kisumu, what began as a solemn funeral service quickly turned into one of the most explosive political sermons Kenya has had in months. Bishop Charles Onginjo of the Anglican Church of Kenya's Maseno South Diocese took to the pulpit not with a message of comfort alone, but with conviction, truth, and outrage.
If you cannot pay people who have genuinely worked, and then you are running with the choppers that you are doing empowerment, my foot.
Addressing mourners gathered at the cathedral, he asked a question that hung heavy in the air. Are Luos truly in government or just invited to funerals? His words pierced through the political noise of Western Kenya. The bishop turned his attention directly to Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi and Energy CS Opiyo Wandayi, accusing them of misleading the Luo community into believing that the community is in government.
Because when Opiyo Wandayi is made a CS and Mbadi is made a CS, you are all over how you are enjoying in this government.
Onginjo dismissed that notion as hollow. What do we have to show? He asked, his voice rising. Quote, all we get are state funerals and two loud cabinet secretaries who shout from podiums. Is that leadership? Is that progress?
And then what are you delivering by doing there? Is anything you are delivering? You have become a choir and a chorus.
He went on to contrast the Luo situation with what he called the Kikuyu irony.
You know, the irony is, people from Mount Kenya have got 6 or 7 cabinet positions and over 6 PSS, and they're being treated as if they are in opposition. It is the Luos who are in the government. Who is mad in this arrangement? Maybe my mathematics is poor. Who is mad in this arrangement? I counted them the other day. There are about 8. The Mutahi Kagwis of this world, the Lee Kinyanjuis.
As the congregation listened in stunned silence, the bishop shifted tone from critique to condemnation.
I don't think there is any government that has killed its people more than the Ruto government in the history of Kenya. Kok onegoji of stress to jibedo abducted to kunwanku modhiye. High cost of living. But our people have been hoodwinked. And anyway, they are singing songs that we don't understand. Dongenewa winyo Ruto no mayo Raila Kura. Koze macha ni wuondo wawuona no komayo Raila Kura. No, let us speak the truth. Then we have been cheated. A state funeral. Koro Ruto has good meaning for us because he's giving our dead state funeral. When you die and you are given a state funeral, now everybody follows you because somebody has been given a state what?
Then came another arrow aimed squarely at Deputy President Kithure Kindiki.
If you cannot pay people who have genuinely worked, and then you are running with the choppers that you are doing empowerment my foot. Yule mtu wa Soprano, leo ako siji wapi, the next day ako somewhere because he's doing what? Anafanya nini? What kind of empowerment are you doing when genuine workers cannot be paid what legally belongs to them? You know, the single most problem in Kenya is that people are competing at who can steal more than the other. We have a hungry government that is looking for any means of income so that they can fill their pockets. If you cannot pay people who have genuinely worked, and then you are running with the choppers that you are doing empowerment my foot.
He accused Kindiki and other senior officials of using taxpayer money to perform for cameras while ignoring real economic pain.
If you cannot pay people who have genuinely worked, and then you are running with the choppers that you are doing empowerment my foot.
His message to Luo leaders was unapologetically direct.
It is the Luos who are in the government. Who is mad in this arrangement? Maybe my mathematics is poor. Who is mad in this arrangement? I counted them the other day. There are about 8. The Mutahi Kagwis of this world, the Lee Kinyanjuis. Uto ungario kende to kwane ndune serikali. And then what are you delivering by being there? Is anything you are delivering? You have become a choir and a chorus.
But it did not stop there.
We are in a sick nation. A very sick nation. Mnajua dereva akiwa shetani, na dereva akiwa shetani, mwisho wake tuko hatarini, and we must admit that. One single thing that we are lacking in the personalities we have everywhere is integrity. Somebody who would stand and say what he means and means what he says. Most politicians are thieves. Yeah, some of them are my friends, and I know most of them are thieves. There are few of them who have integrity, and they can be counted. You know, the single most problem in Kenya is that people are competing at who can steal more than the other.
Bishop Ongijo ended his sermon with a challenge, not to the politicians, but to the youth.
Katakira ngojo mimi your head of state commendation, some of them are thieves. Dongenyo chuneno ko Migi Awards during Kenyatta Day. In that list, 3/4 are thieves, and probably they are being given commendation because they have stolen. Where is our integrity? The Bible is telling us that those who are not righteous will be thrown into damnation, and they will be sent off to eternal punishment. Tumetoka mbali na hii Kenya yetu. We are just trying and struggling to remain Kenyan. I don't know whether it is a Kenyan problem or it is an African problem.
And with that, the cathedral fell into silence, a silence filled not with grief, but reflection. From the pulpit of SCK St. Stephen's Cathedral, Kisumu, Bishop Charles Ongijo did what few clergy dare to do. He spoke truth to power.
I don't think there is any government that has killed its people more than the Ruto government in the history of Kenya. Kok onego ji of stress to jibedo abducted to kunwanku modhiye. High cost of living. But our people have been hoodwinked. And anyway, they are singing songs that we don't understand.
His message was not political rhetoric. It was a mirror held up to the nation, a reminder that morality and leadership are inseparable. And as Kenyans continue to debate his words, one thing is certain: this was no ordinary sermon, it was a wake-up call. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader, Kering Chubet.